I lost my sister, so I had to take a break off music. Once I got back, we did Perth and Adelaide. There was the main cities, which actually held it down. It was good, and I mean, they loved it, and I loved it, and that's something I want to do more often too. So yeah, it's crazy.
You're welcome to Flow and Jace, man. It's your boy Susie Easy. Bro, you're looking good today. What's going on? Is it because you haven't an invited guest?
No, bro. I always look good, man. I always look good for myself.
That's true.
You know? Yeah, I always look good.
always looking sharp. It's good
Yeah,
to stay sharp.
but everyone in the room is looking good, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we've got like a special someone in the house.
Special artist.
Yeah, and a very creative producer in the house too. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
so
100%.
yeah. So let's get down Flow and gist and have this proper conversation today, bro.
Yeah, so we should allow the guys to introduce themselves. Yeah, so let's start with Moses.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Moses. How'd I go?
So Moses, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a producer and keys player here in Melbourne. Yeah.
And then we have the superstar.
Nice.
The superstar in our midst.
The person will get Melbourne. Now he can get Melbourne. Anywhere you go to and you don't see him, just leave, man. That place is not happening. Nothing is happening there. If you see him in a sport, in a club, in an event, you're in the right place. You know.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go by the name of Lowkey, and I'm an Afrobeat artist,
Lowkey.
Melbourne based.
Nice to have you, man. Nice to have you. And yeah, today we'll be discussing about, definitely we'll talk about Lowkey's journey, and and we'll also talk about Afrobeat in Australia, talk about the challenges of Afrobeat in Australia, and yeah, what the opportunities are and the things we can do differently, But yeah, we'll start with the journey of Lowkey's journey, and I'd like to share a simple story when I met Lowkey. I don't know if you remember this, but Lowkey is like, if after Lowkey performs on stage, you see him in the club, man. He's doing his thing and he's always smiling. He's happy.
After party.
That's me.
I don't know if he sleeps, man.
We don't take for this game. Man.
I don't know whether he just sleep, bro. Like, yeah. So the first time I met Lowkey was, the song Wonder came up and everyone was just singing along like an anthem, and they were showing Lowkey, and I'm like, oh, this guy be this, And I'm like, bro, like, and since then I think I've seen you like in a couple of places, like on stage, and I think on your birthday in Vodka Temple, and there was a lot of people showing you love there, So let's talk about how it all started first, like how did the entire music. Just tell us how you got into music, and what got you into music. Were you in a group and all that? Let's start from there.
So what actually got me into music is like basically my whole life has just been about music, to be honest. So I used to dance.
Okay.
Even before I came to Australia, back home in Nigeria, Daddy Shoki.
Oh, Galala.
Somebody call my name.
Shoki.
Yeah, so
I imagine you dancing Daddy Shoki. That was way back, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
So like I used to be, let's be honest, I love the streets, bro. Like I grew up like going out, like I just love being around people, especially I have a big family, so it's like I don't have time to be alone. Whenever I'm alone, I love being around people, So that's where it started. I started off dancing here and there, came to Australia, started doing break dancing and whatnot. So I used to teach back in primary school. I used to teach dancing. And then it came a time where, one of my friends back in Perth, they were like recording. They used to do music, like R&B, hip hop, whatnot. And then whenever I used to go over to visit, they've got studio in the house. So they used to record off the laptop. So whenever I go over the house, they're in the room recording, and then I'm just there playing Xbox. I'm not that guy that sings. Right?
Yeah.
So I remember one time, one of my boy put an instrument on like repeat, and then he went in the shower. I'm not sure what he was doing, and I was just out there playing PlayStation. And I started singing, and then he came outside. He's like, "What are you saying?" I'm like, I'm like, I'm just...
You just vibing. I just the catch.
I say, I don't know, I'm just doing my thing. It's like, come inside. And that's the first time they ever called me inside the room to record.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, yo, I want to write something for you. I want you to sing it like this and that. And then when he did that, and then we recorded it, and he was like, yo, you should start singing. You should look into it. And then that's how we started. I started doing R&B, hip-hop. We did that for like 4 years, 5 years. And then, you know, it was for fun, to be honest. It was just fun. We used to record off our phone, shoot videos and whatnot. And then when I started taking it serious was when I used to go places and people would like sing my lyrics. So I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, if I can make someone sing my lyrics, I think I can do more. But not in that way. I want to represent where I'm from. So that's how I try finding myself and try finding my sound, like the perfect sound that I wanted. Yeah. And at that time, that's when we were moving. My mom wanted to move to Melbourne. So she came to Melbourne and then she wanted to take me out of Perth. And at that time, I was enjoying music because I just started. Yeah. And all the white girls love me too.
You have to go there. I mean,
I'll say, sorry, bro. Not only white girls love him, black girls love him.
No, at that time, I'm talking because at that time I was only doing R&B, hip hop. I wasn't into Afrobeats at all.
But I like white girls or something. They like what they like, man.
Yeah. No, back then, no, not back then. Back then, Afrobeats, let's be honest, Afrobeat back in the days in Australia was not making noise.
Oh, yeah.
Afrobeat was not loud.
When is that?
I'm talking like 2008, 9. Afrobeat was not that loud in Australia.
So are you saying it's loud now?
Oh, it's very loud. Well, it started off Melbourne, and we did Melbourne. Yeah, it was a shutdown. It was actually a good vibe with the band. Everybody loved it. And then we did Canberra. I don't know why we chose to do Canberra. The next time I'm in Canberra, I don't know, something major has to be happening. Canberra was all right.
Yeah, we love you guys in Canberra.
The two big cities that I did, which was actually nice after, like, because we took a break after the main release. I lost my sister, so I had to take a break off music. Once I got back, we did Perth and Adelaide. Those were the main cities, which actually held it down. It was good. And, I mean, they loved it, and I loved it. And that's something I want to do more often, too. So, yeah, it's crazy.
All right. So what two best cities you performed in?
Perth and Adelaide. So, I did Perth with the live band, and they...
killed
them back to back, You know, when you're singing, people are singing your song back to back. Like,
so that feeling is crazy.
But that's the best part now.
And talking about live band, there was this one you performed. I think it was an Adekunle's Gold show where you did Situation. Right? And you were rapping. And I could see like you're enjoying yourself on stage.
Oh yeah, I just love it.
This guy can whine.
Yeah,
he was doing. I think there's another stage show I saw you where you were doing Makosa. I'm like, where you from, guys? That was Perth. That's Perth, right? Yeah, you had fun. I noticed you. There's nothing as important as an artist like having fun on stage.
Yeah,
you know.
And to get to that stage, you need to have like that. You need to be connected to the crowd. So it's like there's something there. The crowd gives you that energy. But once you go and the first 2 minutes is not, you know, as good as you think it would be, somehow you hold yourself back.
So like how do you like inspire your crowd?
So that's one of my biggest thing that I do is like I look at the crowd and I kind of maneuver a way to make sure they are listening to me or they are working with me. And the best way to do that with a big audience is speak to them. Like
engage.
Yeah, engage. Like speak to them. Make sure they're listening to you, they're interacting. And then whatever song you sing after then, it go blow.
Let me add to what you said. Some other artists go on stage and they just jump.
Yeah.
But it's like interact with them because this people came here to like connect with you. So it's like the little things matter. In one of your posts, you said something. I'm gonna read it out. You said because you mentioned when you lost your sister, that was an important part in your life. I think you stopped for a bit, like you didn't do music for a bit, and you said something in one of your posts. You said, "No one escapes pain, fear, and suffering. Yet from pain can come wisdom, from fear can come courage, from suffering can come strength. If we have the virtue of resilience." It came from a place of pain.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I will exploit that a bit more. Explore, not exploit. Because if I exploit, I'm exploiting myself. I lost my dad in 2017. I lost my brother this year. Lost 2 people. So I know where you're coming from. So let's explore it. Spain, that's where people don't talk about. Where does it take you to? You know, I'll speak for myself first. It takes me to down. When I lost my dad, it took me down the drain, and I found a way to get back up stronger. Then I lost my brother. I discovered okay, I'm still shaky. I went down again, and then I'm like, I've seen this before. I'm not gonna stay down here. I got back up. But where it takes me right now is I'm strong, right? But I'm scared to lose any other family member. So where does it take you to?
That's deep. Because I've never lost someone that was really close to me. So when that happened, my way of escape is through music. Everything that I do is through music, which comes down to like me pouring my heart out on songs. But when that happened, it was different because I couldn't really, do that. So where it really took me was seeing the world in a different way, because back then, while she was here, it was all about, party vibes. And, we not really caring about each other that much. It's like not looking after our health, you understand? It was more of like just wilding out. And yeah. So when that happened, it kind of made me to take a step back and kind of catch cruise instead of just doing too much. You understand? So I was in a place of pain. I was in a place where I was lost, didn't know who I was as a person. That's where I lost myself, and I had to like try and find what was going on with myself.
You stayed away from music for a bit.
Yeah, I stayed away from music. I couldn't record because, like, somehow I put blames on. I blame myself for certain things.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. You blame yourself. Yeah.
So I just took a step back from music, and I kind of like just started calculating.
And then you came back and put the energy back into your music.
Because why is one of the things that she always loved about me was music.
Yeah.
And that's what brought her around me. And she actually like gave me advices when it came to music. And she's always finding a way to like add on to my music or whatnot. And that was one of the things that motivated me to be like, yo,
I'll do this.
Don't sit down.
Yeah.
She's looking at you and she knows that, okay, this is where you should go. Blah, blah, blah. Even when I made the lineup for Promised Land, one of her family members messaged me. She'll be proud of you. I just broke down. I started crying.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like in the song Mercy, you put your pain in that song. And that's a good thing. If you do that as an artist, I respect you, man. Like you said in your lyrics, you said in your song Mercy, you said, evil people showing fake smile. I'm mad I just lost a sister. Now this thing where they kill my liver, begging for your mercy. Share you hear me, Father. Message for the bad man, make them see no peace. Let's look at message from the bad man, make them see no peace. What does bad man has to do with like losing your sister and all that?
So it involves the environment she found herself in, where certain things that she would do around me, she wouldn't do. Yeah. So it's like somebody influenced her to do something out of the ordinary. You understand? So the cause of her death is still up to like we're still questioning what really happened that night. So it's like for me, if there's no reason for it, no one wants to own up to it. So for me, it's like saying to them, like you find no peace, right? Because if she dies, we know what she died from, but nobody wants to own up to it. So message to the bad man, make them see no peace.
Yeah, so I heard it. I'm sorry about your loss, and I was at the barbershop when I heard it, and I know what you're saying. I've also lost someone. My brother also died. It's something similar. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know where you're coming from, and it was a pain because my brother was calling me on the day he died. It's like I'm seeing things. That's bad. And I was like, you'll be fine. I went to play soccer. and I still blame myself. Why did I go to play soccer?
And that's the same thing I do with myself too every now and then.
Yeah,
like,
it's painful.
because she was with me that same night before she left.
Yeah.
And then like I could have stopped her and be like, let's go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But instead I'm like, I'm tired. You guys
Yeah.
go, man.
You thought she'll be fine.
Yeah.
And that's what my brother called me. I'm like, it's like, bro, you know.
People actually don't know how hard it is when like you spend the last night with somebody and then it's like you start having all this I should have, could have.
For the rest of your life.
You don't understand? Yeah. So it's kind of crazy, yeah.
But you know, my respect for you is if you've gone through all that and you battle with those things in your head and you're still standing and you're still moving forward.
And most importantly, you're making people happy.
You're a lion, bro. No,
making people happy, yeah.
honestly, if you can still go out and put your stuff aside, because people go through these things, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People
and they
go
don't
through
get
it
back
and
from
they
it.
break down.
Yeah.
But you're not just picking yourself up as a man like you do. You're also going on stage and making people happy.
Yeah.
And trying to like create a good time for people. It shows your character, you know. So I always commend myself, and you know, I commend you too. If you can like get people, you know, help people heal from what they're going to, regardless of what you've been to. You're not just a musician, you're a messenger, you're a therapist, you're more than an artist. You know. But I know it's painful and great.
I'm a therapist.
Well, you are, you know. Yeah.
Quick one, yeah. Talking about lyrics, yeah. So I was listening to One Africa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, I mean, I was listening to everything you were saying, and I was wondering like, where did that come from? Like, what really inspired that?
It was if you see the guy that I feature on the song,
Yeah.
I think he's Pakistanis or something. So he had something going on in his country as well. So people like there was war going on, and then at the same time, that's when they had the thing going on in South Africa where they started killing the Nigerians and all that. So I was like, okay, and then he wanted to do a collabo. So I was like, you have a different culture where I have a different culture. Let's combine that and just make a song for the world. Which is he's like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, I've got a lot happening in Africa right now where they're killing our people as well. So it's like we can speak about that. It's like, oh, I have something going on in my country, and then I'm like, okay, let's call it One Africa. And then, it's a song to send out a message of unity. Yeah.
That's nice. You've definitely there was this time I saw you, I think it was with AUS Vibes. There's this organization called AUS Vibe. They organized
the battle with Kidzaya, me and Kidzaya, yeah.
And I think you were like just very chilled. It's like it's like you were more like, when would this thing be over? But I like that level of confidence. And I don't mean to talk the other guy down, but it was like the one really like, you know, what was all that about? Was it a show or was it just
so it's like an Oz vibe. They get two artists, probably around the same genre of music. They get them to go head to head. Yeah. Right, to like do a battle. So it was like, and one thing I like, the idea that he brought up is like, if it's a battle, let's make it look real for the audience. Let's make it look like a battle so everybody can engage to it. So that's how we started coming up with scenes here and there where he's like, oh, Lowkey, your shit, or blah. He's talking his shit on the other side. And then on the other side, here I am, like, being Lowkey, I'm just chilled. Like, they maintain myself. Yeah. When the day comes, you can find out.
What happened? 'Cause you guys didn't post too much about it in the end. What happened?
Yeah, so we got to the show. And, I mean, the battle started. And I think he didn't get much of his audience there, and my people were misbehaving. Lowkey, blah blah blah. So, like, I was like, guys, it's fun. Like, it's a fun thing. Everybody just relax and chill. But at the end of the night, like, we just combined because we have a song together, so we just combined. We did a song, we vibe, we had some fun. Yeah, it was good.
Nice. Was it one-sided, the battle?
Kind of.
Kind
of. So that's the thing. Don't go to a battle without an army. Especially my guys that was there, they were yelling too much.
Shout out to your own boy here.
Moss, is over to you.
All right. Let me think. I want to ask you about touring with the live band because that's a really important step that artists take to bring their production and all their music to the band.
Yep.
You know, everything from the music direction to finding the right players, finding a good vibe as well. You know, you can have amazing players, but if they don't feel like good friends, you know, you have to tour with them, you have to spend time with them, you have to share hotel rooms, and all of that.
Yeah, that's a good question. So it's like I had a previous interview and similar question came up. It's like for me, that's one thing that I'm looking for in Australia. It's really hard to have like a solid band.
Yeah.
So it's like every show I go to, I have to like put in new group of band.
Yeah.
So I'd like if I had like a solid band where like every show's why they get used to me, I feel like it would be crazy, you know, because they're getting used to me as I say, like production wise.
You can build with them,
So it becomes easy. They know what I like. They know like they already know my sound. They're used to me.
Yeah.
But I think this year, ending of this, I mean, I've got a lot of crazy things coming. I don't wanna spill it out yet, but
give us one, please. Sorry, it's a bit on flow and
I'll
gist.
give you one. I think I found a solid band. To be honest, from Promised Land, so I think I've got a solid band, and that's
you heard it here first, Flow and Gist.
Yeah, so that's who I'm going to be working with.
Nice. How could you define for us what a solid band is for you? What do you need in a band?
What you need in a band is someone that understands you as an artist, someone that understands your craft, someone that knows your sound. So if you have like 4 people that knows your sound very well and understands your music or your way of music, it goes easy. Like I'll tell you, Burna Boy, I'm not so much into his music like that, but when it comes down to his live performance, I mean, I give him credit because he knows what he's doing. Yeah, and that's the exact same thing I'm aiming for.
Nice.
So it seems you really enjoy performing live.
Yeah, always.
Cool. Have you tracked live instrumentation or had people play on records? Because I noticed we were listening to some of your music before, and there's a lot of amazing detail, and I think I can tell that you really care a lot about the craft, and it's really good, man. You know, anything from like the group vocals and background vocals, I can hear you've brought lots of people in. Have you ever tracked, you know, live guitar and, you know, keys and stuff into your production?
Yeah. We always like, for the guy that I was saying, Wise, so he always try to improvise on new things to make the music stand out. Yeah. And when it comes to me going live on stage, it's like, the only time I did, I had some vocals was the Promised Land. So the Promised Land, we just took out some instruments and just add some backups here and there just to fill out the instruments to make it heavy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so because I wasn't using a live band. Yeah, but a live band is a lot easier. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I mean, I'm always looking forward to new things, man. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so a few more questions, like some quick fires before we go into the studio. So I'm gonna ask you some quick questions. I'm a piano versus Afrobeat.
Easy.
Afrobeats.
Okay. UK music versus US music.
Fuck US music.
Why?
I mean, I am not into UK music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, why would you like? You're living Usher. Like, as for me, like you're living Usher. You're living all these good artists like Chris Brown, all these people there. That's my type of sound. Yeah. I'm not so much into rap. I can rap, but I'm not too much into that scene. Yeah.
I mean, you can rap, man.
Yeah.
You can rap.
Yeah, you can. Like the song situation, you know. That's
it's hard.
Yeah, you went hard on that one, you know. So cultural food. Liberia food versus Nigeria. So
this guy, they take me.
Jollof rice.
Go Nigeria food, yeah. The only thing I like when it comes to Liberian food, I like pepper soup. Like it's good for hangovers.
Good pepper soup. Good pepper soup, yeah.
And there's something cassava leaf. I don't know if you've heard of cassava.
Yeah,
leaf.
cassava soup.
Very nice.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to Liberia?
When was the last time I went
to Liberia?
So I left Nigeria. I went to Liberia. And I came to Australia, and that was it.
Cool.
Actually, I went to Liberia, then went to Guinea, then Australia.
Yeah. So top music promoters in Melbourne.
In Melbourne, yeah.
Give us 5.
Top music promoters in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Fuck. AU $sign, AU dollar cash, AU cash something. That's them. They work with the Marshall Studio.
Okay.
So yeah, that's them.
One.
And I'm gonna not come find me for this one.
Prince.
Who's that?
I think
Info Entertainment.
Info Prince or something that brings most of these artists.
Oh, Prince Entertainment. So are we
Yeah.
talking about entertainment? Like,
Anybody, just promoters, like five of them.
okay,
Give
we
us
have
one.
Prince Entertainment.
Yeah.
We have Glide Entertainment.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
DJ Friday.
DJ Friday is part of Prince now.
Yeah,
part
it's
of Prince,
right?
Yeah, it's part
Okay.
of Prince.
They all work together.
Okay, cool.
I mean, there's a couple, but my brain is not working. Sorry, I just took some Hennessy.
Yeah, that's all. We've gotten the information. So we've got the Glide Entertainment. We've got
Prince
Prince
Entertainment.
and the Marshall Studio team and all that. Yeah, cool.
Then
Quick,
you've got
yeah.
Vodka Temple as well. Vodka, they brought Adekunle Gold.
Yeah, Vodka
yeah.
Temple. Yeah.
But they've got a name that I'm just forgetting, which is Joanny. They've got a brand, but I forget.
Joanne is an artist too, right?
Yeah, Joanne is an
he's a great guy too. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in Nigeria right now, right?
No, he's currently here. I think he got back.
He's
got
back.
is he Nigerian?
just before
He's
Promised
Nigerian,
Yeah.
but he moved. I think he moved to. I'm not too sure.
No, he didn't move. He just went there for like
For a
music
bit.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask which club do you think is buzzing right now in
The
Melbourne?
clubs that are buzzing.
5 clubs, man.
5.
Bruh.
Give us 5 R&B, Afrobeats
Now you're going
clubs.
to make me look bad. It doesn't mean I go to club every day. So we've got Rival. We've got Locks.
Yeah. Logs.
You've
Yeah.
been to Locks?
Yeah, the one in the way my talk out. The one
Chapel
in
Street. Chapel
Lux
Street.
is the one. Yeah, in what's the name of this big empire itself?
That's Rival.
Not Revel. Lux is the club.
That's
in-
upstairs and
in
downstairs.
Crown.
No, that's a different place now.
Oh,
Thank you for saying Crown. I haven't been to Crown for a long time. Do they still do events like?
Yeah, I'm trying to
I mean,
remember
like
the club.
Afrobeats
I
events.
remember Lux. I
Yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
up. I think it's in Chapel Street.
Yeah, Chapel Street.
I've been there once.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
It's good.
Yeah. There's
And-
another one in Chapel Street that's good.
Yeah, is where they hosted. They did a show there too. But I'm just forgetting that. Love Machine.
Okay,
I
I
think
see
that's
Love
where
Machine.
I
I've
went.
never been to Love
Yeah,
Machine, but I see it online. Yeah.
Love Machine is there too.
Well, it seems
They
like Love
took it
Machine,
to-
they do crazy things in
Yeah.
there. It's really
Yeah.
crazy.
Love Machine. And where else? Man, that's it for now.
Baba, I see that.
If you want to know, come on.
Baba no one cast himself.
Vodka Temple. Have you been
Vodka
to?
Temple as well.
Have you been to a Bond?
No.
Bond is a great place, man. If you're looking for a certain kind of people.
By the way, we might have a show coming up. I don't know if you've heard of the Third Place, which is the place where I shot my music video package.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we might have a live band type of thing going on, daytime party where if
So are you inviting
yeah.
Flo and Gist?
I mean, you guys come to
Yeah.
check out the vibe.
Cool.
You know, something different.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the
The
next thing
package.
for Lowkey like? You know, because
Next year is gonna be a lot of collabos. It's gonna be next year. I'm just planning on like doing a lot of collabos here and there, just releasing. I was almost about to give them my special track, right? It's okay.
But is it
I have like a big collabo
Oh,
coming
yeah?
up. A few big ones, and yeah, we're just waiting for it, man. So next year, hopefully, you guys are gonna be seeing more of that.
nice?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a very good conversation, man. Thanks for coming on the podcast, man.
Going to the
Privilege of being
studio.
here, man.
Mr. Moses, man, thanks for being
Thank you,
here
pleasure.
for us today.
Yeah.
The next-
Mr. Moses is about to go produce us.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
next-
Mr.
the
Moses
next-
is getting in the
next
studio.
segment right now is like we would, now from the talking, let's be going into the studio and we'll see the best of Moses and the best of Lowkey.
Yeah, we see how Moses
And
writes a song. If he's
Yeah.
gonna write this one, because it's Afrobeats, I think he's just gonna bounce on it.
Because I think that's the key. That's
Yeah, but building a cultured community
yeah,
Yeah. of creative minds.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I'll pass it on to my
Man,
co-host.
not to pass on to me. I mean, yeah, it's been a good conversation, man. It was nice talking to you, Moses. and
Fire you
Lowkey.
like a dynamite. I did not boy, I'm gonna sell I'm over you like a satellite. Do the day and the night I shine so bright, but I'm better than a candlelight. I know they fear, know they fight. If I vex, some my guys ready to the scatter grand. So make a day for my lane, my corner. Bad man said I'm gonna